If you're experiencing some major changes in your life, just know that these changes are actually here to benefit you. And I know that might sound crazy, but I've seen this happen enough times in my life to know that where there's a big shift that happens, oftentimes that means that I'm coming into a different kind of energy than that of my old ways of being. And so anything that's still synced up with the old self, it cannot come along with me unless it is synced up with my new energy. So if I'm starting to feel more confident in myself, I'm starting to feel more elevated and more ambitious, and it's just all these positive things, I'm coming into this more positive version of myself. There may be some things from my past that are just not quite there, and so they're going to gradually fall away. And I can give an example of this. Probably about 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, something like that, I was living in this home with 2 other girls, and it was a very nice place, and I really enjoyed my roommates. And then one of them decided to move out, and I was sad because I really enjoyed spending time with her, and I was like, it felt like such a loss to me. And then shortly after that, the other one moved out, and then the next girl that moved in was actually not very nice, and so I had to end up moving out because the situation was so uncomfortable and I was butting heads with the other girl. And at the time, I was asking myself, why is this happening? Why do I have to move out of this house that I really enjoy, and it's in a good location, close to work, all this stuff? And I just felt like it was such a big loss. I didn't understand at the time why I had to go through this. Flash forward to now, I'm living in this apartment by myself, which is what I always wanted. I really wanted to live alone. And I see now how what happened in the past actually led me to where I am now. Things had to kind of fall away for something new to take its place. And it didn't happen right away. I've only been living in this apartment for about 6 months. But if something drastic didn't happen like that to get me out of that house, I might still be there right now with my limiting beliefs, and I might have not known that it was possible for me to afford a place like this someday. So sometimes our inner being knows what's best for us, and it needs to give us a little push to get us going in the direction that we actually want to go in. Sometimes we don't even know that something is holding us back until it's not even a part of our lives anymore. I've learned that when things start to fade out of your life, you have to let them run their course. You have to, because if you start to intervene and you try hard and you hold on, you really try to make this work, you're expending so much energy. And there's some things that are only meant to be in our lives for a short time to show us that, maybe we need to reach for more, or it's showing us contrast, like this is pretty good, but I could be experiencing something that's even more in alignment with who I am. So, oftentimes I see this happen with relationships, and it's true that, when things come up in relationships, sometimes it's a simple fix. Sometimes it's just a matter of understanding where each other's coming from. And it's not always, if something's going on like that you just need to leave. But if it's pretty obvious that you've been trying for a long time and it's starting to fizzle out, and it's just very clear that this is just not in alignment with who you are anymore, you've got to let it go to allow something new to take its place, something better. And it's hard to see that sometimes. I understand. I mean, I was there. I was there with the house, and I've been there with relationships. I'm like, oh no, I got to hold on to this. It's great. It's perfect. How can anything be better than this? You have to trust that there is something better. And there's something that is going to be lined up with your new energy. Because if you try to go backwards into your old energy, it's going to feel painful. Because you're a growing person and you're coming into this vibrant energy that it feels so much better. Because when I've tried to go back into old energy, I've tried to be around people that I used to be able to spend time with and my energy wasn't affected because I was on the same wavelength as them. I go try to spend time with them now and my energy just feels depleted. And I just ask myself, why would I spend time with people that don't make me feel good? And it doesn't make them a bad person. It's just that I'm just not in alignment with them anymore. So I have to let them go so that I can experience energy that is in line with who I am now. I'm a new person now. I'm not the same person I was even 2 years ago. And I think that when you realize that about yourself, how much you've changed, you're going to see what kind of energy you actually enjoy, and you're not going to continue to put up with being around this energy that is not serving you, and it may even be holding you back. And this isn't just people, this is also jobs and housing and just different situations. It's the energy of the thing that is getting old, and you are ready for something new. So I think it's good to recognize that, and you can write about what are the benefits of this big shift that's happening for you right now. How could this be happening in your favor? I think that if you get honest with yourself and you think about your goals and your dreams, you might come to find that whatever you need to let go of is something that is not serving you anymore. So I hope that I was able to offer some helpful guidance in whatever situation you're in now and all the changes that come with that. If you feel like you've gained some useful insight, or if you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will get back to you. And also on this channel, I talk about law of attraction, manifestation, living your best life, self-improvement, anything around that. So if you would like to see videos on a certain topic that revolves around those type of conversations, then please let me know and your idea might show up in the next video. So again, thank you for watching and I will see you next time.